Hi guys. Hey, so today my goal here is to show you how to do this fold. It was in my, I think this was February journal, and I had a few requests for it. It's just a little pop-out fold. Some people call it an antiquarian fold. Some people call it a peekaboo fold. But either way, we're gonna learn how to do that fold today. Hopefully, I can explain it well. I already have one here in white because I was practicing. We'll see what I can manage. Okay, so first off, you're gonna want a square piece of paper. I'm just using an 8x8 piece of paper. And we're gonna fold it in half. If you have a bone folder, that's great. Fingernails always still work. I really like to make sure my creases are good and solid, so I do both sides. And same, just go at the diagonal, and I'm gonna do both sides again. And now we're gonna go the other direction for a diagonal fold. And again, front and back, it just makes it a little easier for me. That's probably just me. All right, so now you have your 8x8 piece of paper. It's got an X and then a one line straight up here. And what you're gonna do is you're going to bring these pieces in on each side. So see how they're meeting here in the middle, and fold them down, and it's going to make a triangle. This is really how easy this is. Got a triangle here. Now, on each, you should have 4 little flaps. You're gonna take each side and you're gonna fold it to the center. Fold it to the center. And all right, so now you kind of have this little house shape. Now you're going to just simply take each of these little folds and turn them so they're on the inside. So you can see they're kind of on the, turn them inside out. So you're going to wind up with your full house shape without the little triangles. That's a technical term there, by the way, house shape. So we're just gonna keep going with this. All right, so guess what? It's done. You want to put this on a page and you open it and it pops out. And I have one here that I glued to some little pieces of cardstock. Open it, close it, open it, close it. So now I'm going to take this piece and we're gonna just decorate it for my page today. So let's see what we're gonna do. All right, so first off, I'm gonna use my jelly plate. And I'm gonna get some black, this is really old black paint I have. I believe at some point I must have watered it down because it's very liquidy. I have a lot of paint like that. I'm just going to roll this out. I am not great with the jelly plate, but I love the backgrounds that it creates. So this is just a little stamper's block from Folk Art, and I'm just going to stamp straight down just to get some decorations on there. I do have to clean it every once in a while. My super messy art space here. I finally set down some newspaper because my table is just utterly destroyed at this point. I probably should have set down newspaper several years ago, but I didn't. Okay, so then I've also still got some spaces here, so I'm gonna just kind of fill those in. All right, so let's see. This at this point I think would be really, really pretty, but I'm gonna dry it. All right, so I dried it. We're just learning here. I could be doing something really wrong. I don't know. But I'm gonna grab some lemonade yellow because if this works, I'm hoping we'll be able to really see. And I think, I'm not sure if this is really clean enough, but we'll try. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, we're just going to kind of roll this paint around. Hopefully it's going to reactivate that black paint layer. I don't know. And I'm going to take the white side down. And now everything I've read, you're supposed to leave this for about 10 minutes. So, I'm not gonna make you sit here for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back. It has not been 10 minutes. It's been more like 39 seconds, but I'm impatient. So let's lift this up and see what we've got. Ooh. The seam from the paper came through. Kind of gives it a linen fold. But look at how those lifted up. Isn't that pretty? I kind of wonder if I did the opposite, like yellow first and then black. That might be something I want to try. Actually, you know what? Let's just give that a shot because I've got another page here. Nothing to lose, right? All right, so we're gonna put down some yellow. I just want to see what happens. Sorry, this was not part of the plan today, but we're gonna put some yellow on here. Pick up the same stamp I had. You can really see the detail. And I don't mind if it goes over, kind of overlaps. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna use the same Stampers block from the same set to kind of fill in these gaps. All right. Okay, that's dry. Let's try some. Let's just see what's gonna happen here. Some of this really liquidy black I've got. And we're just hoping to reactivate the yellow. Please don't lift, please don't lift, please don't lift yet. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, now again, we're supposed to lay this down and wait 10 minutes. You know I'm not going to though. I peeked. I've seen also where people take a brayer and just rub it on there to help it grasp onto that page. All right. Okay. Quick little prayer and let's see what we've got. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Not quite what I was hoping for, but it's still nice. So you've got, this was with a black base with yellow on top, and this was a yellow base with black on top. So anyway, these are the pages that or one of these is going to be in my journal for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one, and I think I am going to grab some black. And really all my goal here is just to fill in the gaps. That's all I'm trying to do here. I'm not really concerned about a design necessarily, although I am obviously lifting this up, aren't I? Okay, so all we're doing is filling in the gaps like that. And that. I'm just going to keep going back and forth and just pick up color for these little white gaps here. I'm not sure what I've got. I think I need a little bit more, but hey, you know what? I've got some black on my brayer. And it kind of push that down and we've got it. Look there. Okay. So here's my little pop-out page. I am going to try to refold it again really quick, just so it doesn't forget what it's supposed to be doing, or so I don't forget. I'm just kind of, for me personally, I keep practicing the folds over and over again, and then by the time I've attached it into the book, it's got a really good memory. That's my theory. I'm going to go ahead and stick with that theory. Okay, so, okay, I'm back. While I was gone, I went ahead and just cut up some pieces from Art House Whimsy. I don't know that they're necessarily from the same kit, but you know, I found this little girl and I just thought she was adorable. And then I had this butterfly and I thought if she had butterfly wings, she would be even more adorable, right? That's a good theory. I'm gonna kind of Mod Podge her back. And hopefully I can get these wings the way I want them to be. I'm kind of just guessing right now. It helps if I don't slide them around, right? Those look pretty good. Not exactly where I want it, but good enough. It's good enough. Okay, and I'm just gonna paste her onto my page. Isn't she cute? I just love her. She looks so sad and so forlorn, but I just really, really like her. And you know what? I just realized I might be gluing this sideways. Let me see. When I have this together, where's my sample? I've lost my sample. Hold on. Okay, so here's my sample. This is in a book. So that line needs to be at the top. Okay, glad I looked. There. So this crease needs to be at the top for the fold to work. So put the Mod Podge here. It's okay because I really like the way Mod Podge looks on a page. So it's just a nice little bonus. But now we're gonna add this lovely little lady on the page where she belongs. And I can Mod Podge over these pages because number one stroke is generally speaking not going to affect a printout, but also I spray things that I print with an acrylic sealer. And then I have a little more time, a little more room to play. I felt like she needed a doggy because every girl needs a dog. I can hear my dog right now barking to be let back in the house. So, yeah, at this moment, I don't need a dog. Anybody want a corgi? Just kidding, she's my baby. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put Mod Podge on the rest of this page just so it all has the same kind of sheen to it. All right, and now what? I've got this moon. Do I want the moon? If it was facing the other way, I might, but I don't know. I'm gonna have a rose that I cut out, but that just doesn't seem quite right. Let's see. Okay, so I found this die cut that I have. I'm just gonna add it on here. It's a die cut butterfly. It's just really pretty. And now all these edges, they're gonna get clipped. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this for a minute and I'm gonna dry it so that I can go on to the next step. All right, so that's dry and it is time to stamp. I'm just gonna pick up some kind of grungy stamps I have and kind of go around the edge. Honestly, I don't like those dots that much. I think they're a little bit big, but it's there, so we're gonna go with it. Try to make sure I avoid her face. Oh wait, so that's good enough on that. And I have this one that's a little more speckled. I'm just gonna try to throw it in there a little bit. And oh look, after I said I was going to avoid her face, I just stamped it right over her beautiful face. Oh well, you know what? Such is life. We'll call them freckles and call it good. All right. So now I have these stars. And I thought they would be really cute embossed. That's just gonna drive me insane. I'm trying to just accept it. Anyway, I thought they would be really cute embossed. But I don't have a gold, which is really what I wanted, was a gold embossing powder. And we're just gonna go with some pewter. Use what you have. And not really sure what I'm doing here. Okay, I need a piece of scrap paper. This is not scrap paper, it's a printout, but I'm gonna just pretend it's scrap paper. You know what? I think I'm gonna use the black. Let's see what happens with that. Where did I put it? There's some here. Some up here. And I'll clean that up before I dry it. And I've got some here. All right, so I've got a few little stars. Put my embossing powder back. Okay, now, if you looked, you saw that there's some, like it stuck where it shouldn't have. So I'm gonna grab a small little brush and just kind of loosen that up. A lot of times you don't even really have to loosen it. Just use this little, I don't even know what this is for, but this is what I use it for. All right, so you see my little black embossed stars. And we're gonna dry those, so just one moment. Okay, those are dry. You see the little embossing here. Now I could fill them in with an embossing pen and make them even deeper. I'm not really sure if I wanna do that or not. But so for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just pick up some black ink and I'm going to go around the edge. You know what, first, I'm gonna clip off the excess here. Whoops, I just hit that camera, didn't I? All right, got that. Now I'm gonna go around the edge and I'm just gonna kind of antique it. I just like the depth that it gives to a page when you go around the edge like this. Now, the page that I'm gonna put this in my book is not done yet. So that's gonna take some work still. But I'm gonna show you. Okay, so she's looking pretty good. I think I'm kind of liking her. Well, let's see if we can refold her. Let's see, that folds in. Look at that, I'm so bad at this. Folds in, right? And your triangle. And I'm just going to kind of strengthen up all of these again and pray that Mod Podge was completely dry. Fold these back in the way they're supposed to go. Might be helpful if you go ahead and do your original fold again. Now I have seen some people decorate the pages first. I like to fold my page first. That way I have a basic idea of what I'm doing. Which I'm really not arguing my point right now very well, am I? Because I'm kind of being really messy. But, and fold that in. Now, I don't know if I have her right side up or not from where I'm sitting, but so when she goes in my book, she will open up like this. Once she gets a good memory going. It might take a minute. So what's going to happen is she's going to be attached here and here. So I'll glue this side and this side into the book. Like that. I might actually leave the book like this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my gluing. And I'm just gonna use some Elmer's glue all. Mod Podge would work. Actually, I read recently that a fabric glue works really, really well. So let's try that. So we've got, that's too much. Don't use that much. Now I gotta make sure I don't have her upside down. That would really suck. Okay, put her here. And I do not want that glue right there. Fold this over. I should have only done one page at a time and let it dry thoroughly. But nobody ever said I do the smart thing. Okay. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let this set and then I'm gonna glue the other side. All right, so we're back. I'm hoping this has had time to dry. I put a big thing of paint on top of it to help weigh it down, and I hope I didn't glue everything together. Okay, so here's my pop-out page. I did glue part of it, but it's okay. So you see when you open the page, you've got your girl, and you can close your page. It looks like I put a little too close to the bend of the page, bend of the paper, but it's okay. The more you open it, the more it will meld to the page and it will work better and better. But that is a good start. Now, she's not done. You know why she's not done? Because the page isn't done. But I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. I kind of think I'm just going to leave it mostly plain. You might put maybe a little black border here, or just, what is this? This is like some treasure gold. Let's see what that will do. I would probably normally dip my fingers in, but so that's just a pretty gold just to kind of tie the page together maybe. Or some filigree would be pretty. Maybe a black doily or some black lace. But for now, just going to, I don't know why I'm not just dipping my fingers directly in this paint since I'm being so careful. I'm not usually careful like that. So I'm going to go ahead and run that paint around here. I'm not really sure. Maybe put some up on the page itself. Help it tie together. And love this. It's so subtle. I also have some glitter, glitterific. This stuff is so heavy duty. It's pretty awesome. Let me just get a big glob out of here. It's really paint. It's not like dried up or anything. It's just the way I removed it. So kind of really like that. And she just seems like she needs some glitter in her life. Don't you think? All right. So there's glitter. And I'm going to keep working on her, but I wanted to show you where we're at. And stay tuned or go to my Instagram. You'll probably get to see the finished page. Thanks for joining us.